Hello and welcome to RoboMonk Art and Tarot. I am RoboMonk, and today an unexpected message is coming for you right now. We're going to see what it is together. We're going to see what Spirit has in store for all of us. And also, if you would like a personal reading or a soul painting or a soulmate drawing, look down in the description. There's more information for that. Now, this is a pick a card, so let's head to the piles and see what resonates for you. For pile 1, we have Tiger's Eye. For pile 2, we have Bloodstone. And for pile 3, we have Blue Quartz. So take time to see what resonates, and then let's get started. Hello, pile 1. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today, an unexpected message is here for you right now. We are going to see what this is. We're going to see what Spirit wants to tell you and just explore these different images that I've channeled and drawn for you and see what they mean. So we have a pretty traditional Celtic cross going on here. So we are going to start out with what's happening now. Let's get started. The first image that comes to mind is one of a lemur. These are primates that pretty much only exist in Madagascar. And what's interesting about them is they are actually matriarchal, which means that the females run the show. They are the ones in charge. This is very unique for any primates out there. How does this relate to us today? Well, I'm feeling a very strong feminine energy coming from you. And feminine energy is one that is receptive, one that is open to possibilities, one that is looking ahead and is really trying to focus on a goal, but also being open to what Spirit wants. So this is wonderful. This is a great place to be. Let's see what else happens. The next card talks about what you are not aware of. It seems that you may be hoping and praying to Spirit and to the universe that something might happen. It seems something very specific that you want to have happen, but it hasn't happened yet. So I see two praying hands definitely focusing on this one goal happening. And it seems like it may be out of your reach. It may be something that is beyond your control right now. And so you're asking Spirit for help with this. What is in your awareness in this next top card is a fly. More specifically, how a fly sees. The way a fly sees is with different variations of light, but also different color spectrums than we as humans can see. This tells me that you are very sensitive to everything that's happening around you. You can sense it, but also you are looking for it. So you are hyper aware of every little action around you. Let's see if this is starting to make sense with you, and maybe we can uncover the reason why. This next card is one that's been in your past, and this does kind of make sense now. It seems like it's been a while since your last relationship, and you are looking for a new relationship, one that you have really focused on in your dreams, maybe asked Spirit in the 5D for this, but also just really focusing on the future and what's next, and really welcoming a new partner into your life. And with this card that deals with the past, I see you, and then way back in your past, I see a person that you were romantically involved with, but it's been a lot of time since that has happened. So you are now focused on the future, but you may be hyper aware of what people are doing around you, meaning you are constantly looking for that next partner. So if someone looks your way, you may think, oh, do they like me? If someone does something nice for you, you may think, oh, maybe this is the person. Or if there is an interaction that you feel a tingle about, then this might be intuition sparking that need for romance in your life. And this can be very exhausting if things don't pan out the way you want them to or the way you're expecting to. And it may feel like you're kind of chasing down different paths, but they don't lead anywhere because you are so sensitive to everything that's happening around you and to people that are around you, and you may misinterpret different signs that people are giving you. Now, that is not a judgment. That is saying you are looking for a romance, and that is something that is deeply important to you. And I think we all can say that we've been hyper aware in our lives at certain points to say, I really want this in my life, and I'm just waiting for it so badly that I want this next person to be the one. And there's no shame in that. But Spirit is coming down and reminding you to maybe be a little less focused on that goal of finding a romance. And in this next card, tells you how to channel your energy otherwise. This next card, I see a woman warrior. A woman warrior has the balance of the female energy and the male energy. They are focused on their goal, and they are also aware of their surroundings, just like you are, but are also focused on things that are healthy for them. So with this, you are leading yourself into the next goal of your future, but also you are projecting a different energy that is actually going to attract the person that you want to be in your life. Because this other energy that you are projecting out into the world may not work as well as you are thinking it will, or you may not even be aware of that energy that you are projecting out to others. So with this new energy, this new balance between the masculine and the feminine, you will be able to concentrate on your own goals and forward your own path. But there's also something else coming for you. How does this new energy affect you? I see you radiating light outward, and this is so much light that this card can't even contain it. You are beaming, okay? So you are radiating your self-worth, you are radiating your self-respect, you are radiating your self-love. You are being you for you, and you are saying, world, this is me. I have come here to accomplish my goal, and I am here to do it. You state this with confidence, and you move forward, and people will start to notice you. Rather than being that hyper-aware fly, right, with the ability to see so many different things around them, but also very sensitive and maybe overreactive, you are planting yourself here in the ground, just like that warrior woman, and saying, here I am going forward, this is where I'm going, and stating it with confidence. aligning yourself in the masculine and the feminine. That is important to have that balance, which is great. What's going to happen is you will no longer have to guess when people are interested in you. You will have a person come forward with a love offer, and they won't be subtle about it. They will say, "Oh yes, I like you. I would love to have a date with you. I would love to take you out to dinner. Let's do something." Okay? Because they see you, they see your light, they see your inner self, and it shines for them. You are the one that they want. So rather than being sensitive to those around you and trying to understand where they're coming from, just be you, and they can understand where you're coming from, and you get to project yourself, right? You get to be here present in this world, and you can let your light shine. This topmost card on the right here is one of hopes and fears. I feel like maybe you have pulled back a little bit just because of your past experiences. Maybe one of your past romances had said, "You are too much, I cannot handle you," or "You're just not what I'm looking for," or something negative like that. And it has really affected you. So you may be timid to get back out there and really be you. Spirit is reminding you that it created you for a reason. There's only you here that is like you, and you are here for a reason, and that reason counts. So Spirit wants you to be you. And what's going to happen, rather than this fear up top here, this fear is that you may have is that people will run away from you if you are you. I've heard this before too, in person, and just chatting with people, where they say, "Well, when I'm me, people don't like me." Well, then you may be hanging out with the wrong people. You may need to find a soul tribe that really likes you for you, because they are out there. All right, they are out there. But even in this fear card, in this topmost right card, there are two people running away from you. That's your fear. But I also see a person walking towards you that you don't see yet. And this is the person that is coming towards you with this love offer. The ultimate outcome is the most right card over here. And I see you holding hands with this person. I see this being a truly deep, meaningful relationship, because you showed them the true you, and they were able to see the true you. And they said, "Yes, I like that person. I want to be with that person if they'll be with me." So if you see the difference Spirit is pointing out to us, there's a lot of great messages to learn from this. So thank you, Spirit. And thank you, Pile 1, for being here with this reading and adding your energy to it. It's always so helpful to interpret the reading the best way when you put your energy into it. So I appreciate this. Know that you're loved. Know that you're blessed. And I'll see you next time. Hello, Pile 2. Thank you for being here with me today. Today, an unexpected message is coming towards you, and it's all about the here and now. What is coming towards you right now? So let's explore what this message will mean for you. As you can see, we have several cards in front of us, and it is a traditional Celtic cross. And I'm going to draw images that Spirit gives me, and then we are going to interpret the message together. So let's get started. The first image I see is one of a sharp metal wedge coming down and chiseling out something in your life. It seems very painful to me right now. It seems overly stimulating and very emotional. I feel like there is something that is chipping away at you, and it's very disturbing. I feel like the metal is coming down, sparks are flying, and it's not a clean process. It's not a healthy process. Something is chipping away at your well-being. Something that you are not aware of is an image of an elevator shaft, and I feel like we are descending into this elevator shaft, into the darkness. So what this means to me is that you may be descending into deeper and deeper depression or sadness or feeling other than, left out, and this wedge that is coming into your life and chipping away at you is not helping this feeling. It is actually adding to it. So you are feeling lower and lower and lower at this point. The topmost left card is something that you are aware of. I feel like you are trying your best to fill up your emotional cup. We all have cups that we are born with, and we try and fill these up with people around us. And when it's at the top, you feel fulfilled. When it's empty, you feel depressed and alone. So with this feeling, I feel like you are consistently trying to fill up your cup, but it's not happening. It's not happening in a way that is actually fulfilling you because of this wedge that keeps chipping away. There's something there that is unhealthy in your life. If we look at the card in your past, I see two parents, and they are loving towards one another, but then there's a split. They could have gotten a divorce. I feel like there's been some past family issues or past issues with people that you were close with, and something broke them up, or there was a lot of pain involved. And I feel like you may be blaming yourself, even subconsciously, for this breakup or for these emotions that were happening at that time, even if you were a child. And ever since then, this has been chipping away at you in one way or another, and it has come to a point where it is now so ingrained in you that you may not even realize that it's happening, but it is making a huge difference in your life in a negative way. And Spirit is coming down to say this. This is not an easy topic to talk about for yourself or for me, but Spirit really felt like this had to be said today. So pile 2, this is a very deep message. This is a very emotional message, but I just draw what Spirit gives me and we go from there. So one or some of you do need to hear this message, and there is hope for you. There is a lot of hope for you, and we're going to see how in this next card. I see a giant bird swooping down and picking you up, and I feel like this is Spirit coming down and saying, you can go no lower. I'm not going to allow it. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to help you ascend in your life, to take this wedge out of your life that has been chipping away at you, and so you can see the light again. You've been trying so hard to just make things okay every day, and it's been exhausting for you. It's been truly exhausting. And Spirit is coming in and saying, this is it. This is the time where you stop lowering into this elevator shaft. We are going to go up. We are going to go up into the light. How is this done? Spirit is saying that you may need to talk about all of this to a professional, to others that will listen to you. Not just give you a pill, right? Not just give you a pill and send you on your way. That's not going to help. That only masks a lot of the different effects that sadness and depression can actually give you. But you need someone to sort out these emotions and these feelings, and it's going to take a while. All right, it's going to take a while to sort these things out, because I feel like this is so ingrained in your psychological way you think of life that it's going to take some time. But Spirit is there for you. Spirit wants you to know that you have not been forgotten. How will this affect your environment? At first, it won't feel any different. But thinking about and talking to people about this initial event or time in your life, it could have been your whole childhood, okay, that has shaped you into this person that has this wedge chipping away at you, right? It may not feel very different at the start, but know that you are climbing, all right? You're still in the dark, but you are climbing upwards towards the light. I see in this next card, I see a dark elevator shaft, but then there's a light coming up from the top, and you are ascending. You are on a rope holding on for your life, and you are ascending towards the light. And it's just a little tiny light at first. You may not even notice it at first. But then, as you climb and climb, you're going to see more and more of the light. One of your hopes, one of your dreams is this next card, and that is self-love. That you can actually love yourself for who you are. Whatever this wedge is that is in your life right now has chipped away that self-love from you. And that's not right. That's not fair. And Spirit doesn't want that wedge to do that anymore. And you will be able to throw this wedge out of your life. You will be able to start to heal. You will be able to love yourself. And you will be able to fill your cup and have it be full. This last card is this last outcome here. I see a tiny little plant emerging from the dirt. And you see a full sun emerging in the background. Something you have never experienced, at least for a long time. And I drew this as a tiny little sprout because that's what I saw. And because it will start as tiny actions. It will start as tiny movements. And over time, it will grow into a very large, healthy plant. And that's who you will be. But Spirit doesn't want to overwhelm you. Spirit says, just focus on this tiny little sprout coming above the dirt. Because Spirit knows you haven't felt even that much for a very long time. And to see this fully grown plant, you may be overwhelmed and say, oh, I'll never get there. So Spirit wants you to focus on this tiny little shoot coming up from the ground and knowing that that is possible. And then going from there. But it really helps to talk about it to people that listen. Pile 2, I know this was heavy. I know this was deep emotions, and I hope this helps bring you clarity with some of the things that you may have been dealing with. My heart goes out to you, Pile 2, if you're dealing with these different emotions. I'm sending love and healing your way. And know that you're loved. Know that you're blessed. And I'll see you next time. Hello, Pile 3. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today we are exploring a message that is unexpected, that is coming in for you right now. As you can see, we have several cards in front of us, and this is a more traditional Celtic cross that we're going to do. So the first card we're going to look at is what's happening right now. What kind of event or emotion are you experiencing right now? I will draw images that Spirit gives me, and then we will interpret it together. The first image that I see is actually 5 shooting stars. 5 shooting stars. That's a lot. It's like a meteor shower. And this meteor shower is one of wishes and hopes, different ways of living your life, and really thinking about where you want to go. So that's wonderful. Spirit is also saying to give you hope about these. Okay? To give you hope about these. So let's see what else there is about this. What you are not aware of. I see a picture of a compass that is spinning, okay? Round and round and round. What this means is that it cannot find a magnetic north. Typically, this means that you may feel a little lost, but you aren't aware of it yet. You may be looking at all of these different choices, wondering which one is actually the right one to choose. Because it may be that you can only choose 1 or 2 of them. You can't make all of them happen. Which can be very frustrating, right? Sometimes we want all of them, but it just doesn't seem to me, what I'm feeling about this reading is that it doesn't seem like all of them can happen. And that may be why you're feeling a little lost, because you have to choose 1 or 2 of these, and you're lost at really deciding which one is the right one for you. What you are aware of in this next card, I see you looking at a painting or a photograph of a beautiful landscape. I feel like this is you saying, wow, I wish I could be there, or I wish I could be doing that, and I have this poor substitute of a picture of it. All I can do is look at it. It's not really experiencing being in this wonderful landscape. It is just a picture of it. It's a poor substitute. So, looking at this picture, you're saying, wow, I wish I could be there. But if I do this, then I can't do my other wish or my 5 other wishes. So I have to choose one. Which one do I choose? What has put you into this momentary questioning? In your past, it seems like you're just coming out of a tower moment, right? A huge change. So with tower moments, there is a lot of destruction. There is a lot of change. But that also opens up a lot of different possibilities, which can be overwhelming, especially if this tower moment was very painful, emotionally overwhelming. Then you have to choose again and choose your life path. I mean, that can be extremely nerve-wracking and tense. But as always, Spirit has a wonderful image for us to demonstrate what is happening right now in your life. You have many choices in front of you, which is always a blessing. No matter what it is, we have different possibilities that we can choose, which is wonderful. Spirit showed me an image of a leaf. Now, a leaf has a central core that springs out of the main branch, and then it has little tiny veins that spread out as well. Spirit is saying, whichever wish will fulfill you, make you a better person, not harm others, not harm yourself, is a wonderful wish to choose. It's a wonderful path to go down, because whichever path that you choose, let's say you have 5 options that are benefiting you, benefiting the others around you, making you a better person, not harming anyone, any one of those is going to be great, because whichever one you choose, just like these tiny little veins, they all lead to the main core stem of this leaf, which then leads down to the main plant. So all of these are great paths for you to choose, which takes some of the pressure off, doesn't it? You can choose one and know that this is a good path for you, not having to wonder, was the other one better? So knowing this, how this will affect you is when you are meditating, when you are thinking about each one of these choices, you will get tingles, you will get intuitive signs for this, of which one is going to be good for you. But let's say you get 2 or 3, right? 2 or 3 of these tingles as you look through these different options, you can't lose. Spirit is saying you can't lose if you get those little tingles and those little intuitions, because you have 3 good choices in front of you and 3 of them will be okay. The next card, I get an image of a bulldozer clearing out the clutter, right? You're hopping in that bulldozer and you are clearing out the clutter because you are able to now focus and say, okay, this choice really benefits everyone around me, including me. I'm going to choose that. You are able to now focus and choose with strength and clarity. The next card after that is one of your fears, and I feel like this is very true. It's of you fearing that you would choose the wrong choice. It's always a human instinct to say, uh-oh, what if I choose this one and it's wrong for me? Or what if I choose that one and it's wrong for me? Just know in your heart with all the information that you have to make a choice. And if you've looked at that it benefits yourself, it benefits others around you, it does not harm yourself, it does not harm others around you, then you are doing everything you can in your capabilities to make a good choice. Spirit is now coming in and saying, there is no bad choice if all of those are being thought of. All of those different factors are being thought of. So that fear now is actually erased. You don't have to worry about making a bad choice because you may have 3 good choices in front of you. Ultimately, this last card is what's going to happen. You are going to find abundance with this. You are going to find either spiritual, emotional, or financial abundance with this, or maybe all 3. It doesn't have to be one specifically, but you are going to find that this was a good choice. If you have 3 choices, you chose one, you feel great about it. All right. So this is Spirit just saying, don't worry about it too much. Just understand that all of these different choices lead down to your main spiritual path. You are not going to be diverted from it if you choose with that focus in mind. Remember that this choice doesn't harm you, doesn't harm others. It is a benefit to you and a benefit to others around you. Okay? So there you go. Pile 3, I hope this brings you clarity. I hope this really helps you in the spot that you're at in your life right now. Thank you so much for bringing your energy here. I truly appreciate it. It helps the reading. And thank you for being you. Know that you're loved. Know that you're blessed. And I'll see you next time.